review. Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. This is your host, Super Champ Chuck. We back at it with another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. Sorry for the late start. Had a few technical difficulties, but we here. Hopefully, country be situated being here later on. It's just me and Kylie. So yeah, Kylie, what's been happening?
Nada. Enjoying the bye week. I made a joke already that I have the bye week blues because I just miss like seeing the little clips. I'm excited, like getting excited for a game this weekend, and then you look at this like the schedule, and there's just like not really any good games. So it's a little bummer that we're on a bye, but that's okay. That's okay. It'll be all right. They need the rest.
Look, I don't feel bummed out at all. Like I feel like I need a break from this bye week just based on what I've seen the past 2 weeks. Just make me lose my mind. Like situational football is not a thing for us right now. It's really not, but I'm just like whatever. I'm glad the bye week's here. We 7-2. We tied for the top of the AFC, so we're still in a good position.
We are. We are. Do you feel like there's like any part of you, you know how you see people like, oh, Andy's saving all the good plays, he's being conservative on purpose. Like, do you feel like that? Are you a believer in that? Or do you think it's
Um,
like this is who we are and off on offense?
I'm more so like this. That's just him, cause I saw this chart this morning and it says like we like one of the most conservative in like short yardage situations in the National Football League, and I feel like this has been an Andy Reid thing his entire career. And you would think like as long as he's been in the league, you would think he would do a little better in that situation. But I don't know. I just feel like some of these coaches, I don't know. Do they get paid just to stay in character? I'm kind of feeling that way, man. It's just ridiculous. I just do not get it. I do not get it.
Yeah. What was it? And he makes all these jokes like about running the ball on third down. Like, in the press conferences, he's like, "Yeah, I probably should have run it," or something like. It's just yeah, toying with fans, man, toying with us.
Yeah, that just pissed me off. He's like, yeah, probably should have trusted. Trey probably should have trusted our old line. Should have trusted the run there. I'm like, dude, you so full of it. You're so full of it.
Trolling.
It's like, and he keep you keep on doing it. To me, man, I gotta be better. I gotta be better. I said, man, I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I'm not trying to hear
Right.
that.
At least we won.
Right. What's up with it, Chris? What's up, DG? What's happening, John?
What up?
So
What up?
let's go and look back on this 7-2 year that we have so far. So the very first game, we lost our ring ceremony game to the Detroit Lions, a tough 21-20 loss. We had a bunch of drops that game, and since then, like it feels like the wide receiver room hasn't had the full trust yet. A lot of rotating, a lot of different snap counts between certain guys and throughout the week throughout the weeks and stuff. But when I look back at the Lions game, like I was really more encouraged and discouraged because we was just a few drops away from winning that game, and in our defense, we was able to do the job without Chris Jones, and the offense we hung in there without Travis Kelce, despite the mistakes. So I mean, just looking back on week one, like what was your thoughts after week one, despite losing, and how you felt about the team moving forward?
Yeah, I feel like you kind of hit it on the head with the defense. I feel like we really held our own. Obviously, it's the first game. Lions are going through some things as well. It's their first game. They're getting comfortable. But with to see the defense kind of work like that without Chris Jones, I was like, this is a little different to see them kind of start off with this much fire. Um, and then, of course, we were without Kelsey, and it felt like the offense was a little out of sync. But, we were without Kelsey. So it's easy to be like, it's just because we were without Kelsey. So I think it was a little. Foreshadowing of what was to come this season, the first half anyway. But I was still feeling good about it. I was like, all right, first game out of the way. Here we go.
There
Well,
he is.
there he is.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You good,
Okay,
Brody?
my bad. I've never experienced that before. That was kind of crazy.
You
So
made
yeah,
it.
we was just looking back on the season, man. We was just looking back on week one real quick. from the Lions game. And I was just asking Kylie, like, I mean, how did you feel about the team moving forward despite us losing that game? Like, was you feeling more encouraged or discouraged? Stuff like that.
You was asking me that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the positive guy. I'm optimistic, so I figured there was no way they would drop 9 passes a game for the rest of the season. So I thought that would probably improve, and it's improved slightly. I think we still lead the league in drops, but it's not as prevalent as it was that first game. That first game was well, Tony was coming off an injury. He had played all preseason. Nobody had got a lot of reps with Pat, so it was bad, but it was still encouraging because it was like, okay, as good as Detroit is, and they still are, we only lost that game by 1 point, and that game could have easily still been won. But I wasn't overly concerned, but I'm optimistic Chiefs guy, so.
So yeah, all right. So I mean, we're gonna get that. We got that out the way. Week 2, we beat the Jaguars 17-9. It was mainly a red zone defensive stance type of game. Chris Jones finally made his debut. In his limited snap count, he made a huge impact right out the gate. Offense still kind of spurred a little bit on our end, but the way the defense looked, it looked like it could be something special just based on the fact that we was able to keep him out the end zone. So I mean, what was like y'all evaluations of that game looking back on it, and what came out of that one?
I mean, that was like that first game with Chris back, and he had a great game, if I remember correctly. And it was like, oh yeah, like we were like, oh, feeling pretty good about the defense. Like after the Lions game, like to the point where we're like, okay, well, we only lost by 1. Defense looks pretty good without him. But then you saw Chris Jones back, and you're like, oh yeah, like that's what the defense looks like with Chris Jones. Okay, yeah. So that was a little promising to have him back. Obviously, Kelsey was back, and we beat the Jags, who they've had a little bit of an up and down this season, but overall, they're definitely a better playoff team. So it's nice to see that we handled them the way that we did. That was that Jawan Taylor had a really rough game.
Yeah,
that was all that.
Yeah. It was.
So
They
that
was
was
picking up Jawan Taylor that day.
that whole thing. Yeah. So that was rough, but
Actually, the Jaguars game was a preview of what was to come with the defense. They held them 5 red zone trips. Am I echoing? I'm sorry. They held
minor.
them. They held them. They held them good. Saying during the red zone, and Trevor Lawrence kept throwing the ball out of bounds for some reason, which was weird. But it was a preview of what was to come. Holding a good team to 9 points. We scored. It was 17-9.
Yep, 17-9. Matching Patrick Mahomes' birthday, 9/17.
Okay, that makes sense now. Never mind. I was going to be mad about that score, but never mind. So I mean, it was offense looked a little better. It wasn't as many drops, but we showed that was the first sign of we are a defensive team right now. So.
The third and short stuff was a headache again because I remember early in the game we throwing a pass to Donovan Smith.
Hey, look, breaking news. That's gonna come up way more down the line in these. What you just said is gonna be an issue for the next.
It doesn't get better.
Look, I told Kylie I'm not watching a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and 3rd and 3. I'm not watching those plays. I'm just gonna look away when we're in that situation. But we saw Pacheco. He was efficient, 70 yards. Sky Moore, he had a big game. We thought he was about to turn the corner with this game. It was only 3 catches, but he had 70 yards and a touchdown. But Travis Kelce, he was dealing with the heat. I mean, and we done seen it in the past, like in training camp months ago when he was out in that heat. Like that heat be getting to him, man. Like his temper be going up in that heat. So he scored, but it wasn't much of production overall. So we move on for that game. The next game that we had on tap is, I believe it was a Sunday night game.
The Bears game.
No, my bad. Hold on.
The Bears game.
I'm hella tripping. Sorry about it.
The
But I lost. No, I
the
lost track.
the international game.
I lost track. That
Oh,
Bears game. Yeah, that Bears game. But yeah, John pulled up to that one. Got the music on
yeah.
and everything. Gave us
Yeah, yeah, that was the Canada game. Yay! Shout out to John. I
yep.
hope
So
John
yeah,
win that international fan thing. I hope he does.
Oh, I
he
know.
That
deserves
would
it.
be that.
He deserves it. So
He
yeah,
does. He does.
the Bears game, man. Yeah, we put it on like as expected. Um, First half, we came out the gate just blazing offense. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't much of a challenge at all. Like defense, they continued to do their thing. Justin Fields had a rough one. They didn't score a touchdown until it was garbage time when we took all of our starters out. So
Shout
like,
out to shout out to Plain Gabbard for giving them 2 touchdowns. He felt guilty.
good lord. I hope he never see the field. But yeah, it got the 41-0 before everyone got pulled out. So I mean, look, I mean, what was y'all thoughts on that game? You know, just looking back on it, it's just like, well, here come the offense. That's what I feel like. I'm like, here
Yeah,
come the offense. We finally clicking.
it was definitely that. It was definitely like, okay, they're back. We're back. Like this is the start of the offense rolling. We should have known because it's the Bears and they don't have a good defense. But yeah, yeah. And
Were they
John
happy at
listening.
all? I didn't see any smiley faces in that parking lot before the game.
That was the first time we got fooled. That was the fool me once game. Fool me one time. What did J. Cole say? So that was the first game that it looked like, okay, this is what it looks like when it's all together. Defense, offense, everybody's clicking. This is what it looks like. So I mean it was cool to see. We haven't seen that team yet. Well, we seen that team in the first half of or the first quarter of the Jets game when they came out with a game down the line that they came out the gate blazing, but we haven't really seen the Bears game again. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. So Kylie, did you have any few more thoughts on that? I think he was kind of cut
I'm
off.
like trying to rack my brain. It was one of those games where because we did come out so hot that it was kind of we were in cruise control the rest of the game. So I mean, yeah, we kind of thought we were back and offensively, and I don't really have much to say on that game. I mean, it's the Bears and stuff.
It was like we did what we were supposed to do, basically.
Yeah, I mean, we handled it like we were supposed to. I mean, it definitely gives you some encouragement going into the Jets game. But yeah, it was just not a lot to say about
you
And
might
then
you might be the good luck charms.
it.
and then that's when Taylor Swift made her debut at Arrowhead Stadium.
Oh
Started
God.
Oh, I
watching.
wasn't gonna bring it up. I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
So yeah, that was that game. Because like, 'cause look, you know how I knew. You know how I knew she was in the building. The ticket prices just went up all of a sudden when they made that announcement. As
Were
I
you
was
at
getting
the
tickets in the
game?
parking lot.
Did you go?
Yeah, I
You went
went.
to the game,
I
right?
remember you all went to the game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was
I was
there.
supposed to go. I didn't go to the game. Yeah, I messed up.
Yeah,
I didn't go.
after the game was ridiculous. Like all those people were standing outside the suite they was in or whatever. Burned down Kelsey. It was crazy.
What's up, bro?
I bet it is boring,
Wow.
Ross. I bet it is. But shout out
What's
to
the
our guy.
score?
But shout out to
It was like 7-0 last I checked.
nah, it was like I think it's 10-7,
10 to
10-6.
7.
It's 10-6, my bad. But yeah,
Uh,
shout out to Amir Smith Marseille. He ran that punt return for the touchdown. So
Ah, yeah.
some people still haven't got over him. So
Are you over him after seeing how things have gone this season? Is there anyone you'd like to have back from the practice squad or from training camp preseason?
I
oh,
guess
yeah.
him. I guess
You
him.
would have, yeah. Just for like punt returns.
Yeah.
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 Hey, it was either him or Justin Ross.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
True.
But nah, but yeah, the next
I
one,
don't know.
yeah, but now we have the Sunday night game, the Jets. Like you mentioned, country. We came out guns blazing. Carried that momentum over from the Bears game, and it looked like we was gonna wreck shop. And then all of a sudden, things got a little weird. Patrick Mahomes throwing ill-advised interceptions. Zach Wilson had a little spark.
He had the
Uh,
greatest quarter of his life
right, third
for
Right,
quarter.
some reason. That
right.
was
It was
a
all type
weird
of stuff.
game. He had the best. It was like, oh, this is what Zach Wilson looks like. Oh my god! And then he promptly went right back to, I guess, his fairy godmother. She was like, "You got 15 minutes, bro. You better get it done." He
Right,
went back
right.
to a pumpkin, and his carriage turned into a pumpkin, and his handlers turned into mice and everything. It was like Snow White for 15 minutes. But yeah, we did make him we did make him look like a great quarterback for like 15 minutes.
Hmm.
Also, another defensive game. Defense showed up, made plays, came through in the clutch, kept us in the game. So as you can see, we're gonna lean heavily on the defense these first 8 games or first 9 games.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't have much. I mean, we started out, you kind of said it all, country, but no, we started off that game strong. I felt like that was, especially on the piggyback of the Bears game, to see the offense come out hot again. It was encouraging, and then they just were better at making adjustments. I mean, the second
I
half,
haven't,
they completely,
I haven't seen that name in a while.
yeah,
Nico. He had a couple good
yeah,
preseason moments.
right. Well, anyway, yeah, I
It,
mean, we got away with a win, another win on that game. It was tough. I mean, Jets defense gives everyone a tough run, so it was good to see that we were still able to prevail. And we did look good the first half, and they just made adjustments and were able to shut us down.
hmm
Yeah. After the adjustments, Quincy Williams and CJ Mosley, they balled out that game. Like Quincy Williams, he was the real standout to me. Like that dude was all over the field, just hitting, just lighting cats up. That dude's had a hell of a year so far for the Jets. And in our end, like Isaiah Pacheco had his homecoming game. He had his 20
Ah,
carry game, 20 carries, 115 yards and a touchdown. He did it before, country. It can't be done again. It can't be done again.
it can
I ain't trying to
happen.
hear none of that.
Hey, with Andy Reid, 12 to 15 is like he probably got to be pulled to do. That's like pulling teeth. So
After no,
Well, who
after
wants to
last
go
week, we got
against
to
him?
have over 15 every game.
Kylie, you know what to do.
I'm gonna let him know, but
You know what to do.
Listen, we
yeah,
got to pull some more teeth. If there's a way for me to pull some more Andy Reid's teeth, I'm willing to
You got
do
to
it.
show. I haven't seen it. What did Jody post?
he's cleared,
Oh,
Oh,
healthy.
he's cleared.
yeah, he said he cleared.
Is he out for the season?
I thought he
Uh,
was, but I don't know.
yeah, he can't come back
I'll
though, can he?
I don't know. I had to look
Jody's
it up.
always cleared.
let you
Uh,
Well, Ross just said it. He won't be back. So
but at this point, Ross, to like sidetrack just a little bit, we have so much confusion going on in the wide receiver and tight end room. Like, no disrespect to Jody, I wouldn't even want Jody back right now. It's so much going on and so many.
Yep,
Let's figure what we got out first. But you know what I'm saying? So no
yep,
disrespect to Jody, man. It's good to see him healthy, but we got to figure out this rotation as evidenced by the next game. I think it's the Denver game, right? The first
nah,
Denver game.
nah. We're the Vikings next.
Oh,
oh
that was a
yeah,
good game. That was a good game. I forgot. Wow. Forgot
that
about the
was a good game.
Vikings game.
I
Yep.
know it's all blurred to me at this point. I can't believe we're halfway through. Like
Yep.
halfway
Yeah.
through the season.
Yeah, give
Yep.
me Jody over Blake, but it's too late. Sorry, Chris.
Yep.
Chris said, give me Jody over Blake. Blake is anyway. Vikings game, another defense masterpiece. Took Justin Jefferson down, and great day. Kirk Cousins kind of looked. They were kind of desperate, but I mean, the Chiefs put together a good game plan. The offense did enough to win.
That was
Yep.
Snead's best game, I think. I think.
Definitely.
I feel like
Strategy.
Yeah.
Between that and Miami, he had a good game. What
Travis
we
got
wanted him to
hurt.
do versus Miami is exactly what he did. We wanted him to get
Yeah.
dirty. It was going to cost us some penalties and some flags, but we wanted him to get physical with Tyreek, and it paid off. It's almost like we know Tyreek Hill, like we know how to play that guy. We've heard of him before.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Travis
Did he
got
have
hurt that
20?
game. You remember he slipped in the turf,
Yeah,
and
he got hurt.
that was scary. That was really terrifying.
Oh, was that the sprained ankle game?
He sprained
Yeah.
his ankle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, and it was
That was
ugly
scary.
too. And it was
And they
it was
showed it so
just
many times.
It
it
was
was a
not
moment
contact.
of God, please don't do this.
Right.
Don't
Yeah,
do this. Because it looked Achilles.
yeah.
It did look Achilles for like a split second. And then Travis is a warrior, taped it up, came back out, and
Had that drive.
he had an incredible game. Yeah, yeah. Even after that. So shout out to Travis. He's a warrior, man. Number one wide receiver in Chiefs history, man. He got the yardage now. So congrats to Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, he got fed pretty well that game. He had 10 catches, only 67 yards, but he did score. You know what I'm saying? He came back and gutted it out like a warrior. But yeah, like you guys mentioned, it was strap season. Justin Jefferson didn't do much of anything. And I know some Vikings fans at the game was like, if he hurt his hamstring, he would have had a chance. To. I'm like, bro, he was locked up the entire game, bro.
Right.
Like, y'all wouldn't win that game.
Nobody knows who Willis Reed is. Shut up. That's an old reference right there, buddy.
How can
Say
people not know
Kobe
who Willis
Bryant
Reed
shooting a
is?
free throw with a torn Achilles. How about that one? No, never mind. Never mind. Go ahead, Chuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but people should know what Willis Reed is. I mean, they show that clip like every year. He'll come out the locker room.
And nobody watches the Knicks.
He's right. Ross is right. That first drive back, because Kelsey sat out the first drive. He kept trying to get back in, if you
Yeah,
remember, and they were like, "No, you're not
Right,
yeah.
getting.
right.
You're not getting on
He
the
tried to
field."
sneak him back. He tried to
Yeah,
sneak him
but
back
no,
in.
I forget who scored. Maybe Rice scored on
Yeah, it was
that
Rice.
one.
It was Rice. Yep.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah,
Now that you say that, Ross, some of Pat's best drives this season, Travis was not involved. That
Mm.
Miami first drive, he was not involved in that drive. That 95-yarder against Miami, he wasn't involved in that drive. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Now that you say that, I never thought about it, but
Yep.
Isaiah, yeah. What's game out? Okay, we got the Vikings. We are what, four and
Yep.
one at this point?
Now we at the Broncos. Now we at that Thursday night joint.
Yeah.
And as one everyone knows, we did not take the Broncos serious at all, whether we beat them or whether we lost to them. This game, it was a short week. It was a just do whatever you could to get the win. We ain't got to play our A game in this one. We could play our C minus D plus game, get rid of dub. So yeah, you saw a fake field goal in this game in short yard situations. You saw Kadarius Toney throw a pass. You saw all kinds of
oh
nonsense.
God, that was that game.
Yeah, this
Was
game
this
was
the
electric.
RPO? Was this the RPO game where he was like, "I'm gonna run it no matter what happens," and he got stuff right in?
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
Tony passed it. What in the world, you guys?
Hmm. So,
To be
but yeah,
honest, though, Kylie was always she was always on point about the two Denver games. It was like if we win one, we're gonna lose the other one. It was like always a concern. This whole stretch, this 3 game stretch, was a big concern from as soon as the schedule came out.
Divisional games are just hard anyway. Then you put three back to back with then Miami on the end of it, Tyreek, and the distraction of that. It's like,
Yeah, the schedule guys did not do us any favors of these 4 or 5 weeks.
yeah, they wanted us to lose to Denver at some point. But yeah, Russell Wilson didn't even throw for 100 yards, threw 2 interceptions, another defensive masterclass per usual. You know, um, Cortland Sutton had a nice catch, a touchdown that really shouldn't have counted because
Right.
they called a weak roughing the pass on Mike Edwards. I don't get it. I don't know how the hell he's supposed to hit these quarterbacks in this league. It's ridiculous. But anywho, defense played great. Justin Reed and Nick Bolton both got interceptions. Um, I remember Nick Bolton. He definitely redeemed himself because I remember Javonte Williams had got a first down and he took a bad angle on the tackle or whatever and missed them, but he redeemed himself. Had a solid game. Travis Kelce had a master class.
Yeah.
Nine catches, 124 yards. But yeah, it was one of those ugly games where we were just like, we're going to just go do enough to win the game, and that's what we did. So
It is different.
yep. All right,
Yeah.
so we got that one out the way. We'll get to the second Denver game, of course, in a little bit, but it's on to the Chargers, man. It was
Home
a high
Chargers.
score. It was a high scoring first half. Like it was a little bit of back and forth. Both teams doing their thing offensively. The Chargers, they try to come with in the second quarter as well. Like the second quarter had a combined 35 points between both of the teams. That's when the fireworks really kicked off. Mahomes threw his first 400-yard passing game through 4 TDs. Travis Kelce lit it up on the national stage again. Herbo, he threw 2 picks. He only threw 1 touchdown, but he threw 2 picks, man. Crucial ones later on in that game. But overall, like after halftime, both teams adjusted well defensively, and they made it tough on each other to score. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs' defense, of course, made more stops than the opponent. Got the dub. So
Yeah, that second half, they was like, okay, that was fun, but we're done. We've had enough. We're not letting you do anything else. It was fun.
Yeah. Travis, you said it, but he had a crazy game. He had almost 200 yards that game. He had 180 or something, but wow, that was because they were like, oh yeah, Travis Kelce. Like they weren't even. He just had the open field every single time.
Who's 87? Is he
Who's that?
is he a guy? Who is that guy?
That 87 is pretty good. You should get someone on him.
yeah, it's like you might want to cover him, but it's
Yeah.
Chargers.
It's not like he doesn't beat you every year the same way. It's like
right.
Jesus Christ. Put a guy on that guy.
Yeah.
They didn't recognize him because of the mustache. That's what it was. Because he only had like the mustache. So they didn't really recognize him. Sexiest man alive, right? Sexiest athlete alive?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because Travis has always been a chick magnet, and I guess when you date the biggest pop star, I guess you finally get that award. So, hey,
I got voted number 897 sexiest podcast host. So I'm proud of that. Shout out to my mama.
Hey.
Chuck, you finished higher than I did. So,
but in this game though, we did a great job of neutralizing Eckler and Keenan Allen. They didn't have a strong impact on this game at all. So that was great on defense on that end. So
I don't really have much. I think we had. I want to say our defense did well. We had like 4 sacks or something like that game.
yeah,
we had 5.
5. Ooh,
5.
good game. Good game.
Defense was turning up.
2 picks.
Man.
Yeah, great game. That was Charles. No, was that Charles' first game back? Charles Aminu?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Okay, yeah. He had a hell of a game. Had a hell of a day.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Good call.
And now the game nobody wants to talk about.
Ooh, man.
The ugliest thing I've ever. Yeah.
In the words of DG, Patron Mahomes. We thought
it was just like everybody was like, who cares? Let's just let them win. You know what I'm saying? It was like no energy from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like even Willie Gay always is screaming and jumping. He was like quiet that day. Like it was just no energy from nobody that day. And the defense still played a hell of a game though.
They did. George Karlaftis had a great game. That was like his big game.
Yep, 2.5 sacks.
I think he had 2 sacks. Yeah, but it's hard to get pumped up for a game when you beat the other team 16 times in a row. Like I think
Especially like 13
eventually,
days ago. It's
right?
like,
You just played them. Your quarterback, your leader of your team is sick. The altitude's there. You're over it before you get there. Like it just was like a lot of things.
Yeah, defense
what?
had 6 sacks that game. Like
It
you
was a
can't say that.
Thursday. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
it wasn't Thursday. The first one
it
was Thursday.
wasn't the first one. Yeah.
First one was
What?
a Thursday.
Wait a minute. If you think if they would have had like a bye before that game, do you think that result would have been different?
I think it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the focus would have been a little higher.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah, George is happy.
because when we saw Travis out after the World Series on Friday, he was out just kicking it, vibing, whatever. I mean, we kind of had a the feeling
Yeah.
was kind of a feeling right there. Like, yeah, we're not taking these dudes serious at all this year, bro. We might
When
get
did we
caught.
find out? When did we find out Pat had the flu? Was that Saturday
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
late Saturday.
or Sunday morning? Like, I don't think I heard about it till like Saturday, Sunday morning. Like, Pat's sick. Oh man. So yeah,
Mm.
they were making traveling plans.
they
You
were.
probably, you're probably right, John.
Yeah, nah, they had was
Listening to listening to what Tyreek had to say all off season. They were just on to the next
hmm
thing.
but the
Speaking of
positive,
Germany,
yeah, we're gonna get to that. But the positive that Denver did have, they ran the ball effectively again, like they did the first time. We did make Javante work for 85 yards, but they just stuck to the run and like Russell Wilson, like he threw 3 touchdowns. I mean, it wasn't that many yards because it was only because they had short field position. You know what I'm saying? Denver didn't really have to work to actually score 8 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So that was another great defensive game by us, but they was a little better defensively. I give them that. They was locked in. They was ready to go. So they did a
that's
good
a
job communicating on the back end, the secondary, everything. So
that's a hell of a stat right there. Pat is leading the
Yeah.
NFL with 4.3 seconds in the pocket. It feels like it too.
yeah, and there's
He's
times we
back there
shouldn't
for
be
a long
doing out of
time.
pocket. But yeah,
Yeah.
Germany. We just talked about this game like I wasn't here or anything. Um, I mean, I already told him in the chat and everything. Like the third down situation, the situation football is driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. I know we better than this, man, but it's driving me nuts. Like I was really about to lose my mind, man. I had to really keep my composure watching that game, bro. I really did. That second
little,
half.
little behind the scenes, Chuck hits the group chat like, "I'm not coming back till after the bye week. I'm sick of this."
Yeah,
He did.
I said that.
He did.
I definitely said that.
My bad to tell on you, bro, but it was like, Chuck, calm down, dude. It's okay.
He was in his feelings a bit. It's okay.
A lot
It's
of it.
okay. It's frustrating.
It
It's
is. It
frustrating
is.
too when we're not used to, at least over the last like 5 seasons, we're not used to the offense giving us, a few less touchdowns a game and being able to kind of win in a shootout, which they did play really like as a team. Our defense killed it against the Dolphins, but it's just we're in the upside down right now. I'm good with it. I'm excited to watch our defense every week, but it's just a little different than we've been used to. So I get the frustrations. I feel it. Plus the third and short, like that's always been a thing. Andy
Mhm.
knows. Andy's trolling. He's trolling.
Do you feel less tension watching games now than you did in previous years?
I mean,
Because I feel like I know the defense is going to make a stop now, so I don't feel as tense as oh God, we're gonna have to score. Like we're gonna have to. We definitely got to put up 7 on this drive. You know what I'm saying? Like normally, like it's a back and forth. It's like as soon as we get the ball to the defense, it's like okay, they're gonna score. It's just are they gonna score a touchdown or a field goal? Because they're gonna score.
And
So
how
I
much
feel like
time will we have
less.
left?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You start
and we
counting it.
only need
It's
13
like okay, we
seconds.
got
Yeah.
3 timeouts. We got 4 minutes. Okay, we can. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like. Oh God! Shut up, Chris.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dog. That was that was an epic day, man. That was an epic day, man. But dude, I really want to say there's not much tension, but the situation football driving me nuts, man. It's just driving me nuts. So I can't really fully say that right now, but I am happy to see the defense ball out. You know, like like Tyreek Hill, he's talking all that noise, talking about what he's gonna do and all that, and he didn't do much of anything, man, at all. Like he had a few big drops too. He had a few big drops that could have went for big plays, and then McDuffie just ripped the ball on him like it was like he ripped that ball on him like it was personal, dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of
Yeah.
the draft picks we traded
Oh,
for.
oh wow, John, we got to fix that, man. We got to fix that. I don't like
Well,
that.
like I will
I
say
don't
to
blame
this
him.
point, right? I was gonna say to this point, it's like I feel like in the past when we're down 10 points, I'm like, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Whereas like now, obviously our defense is covering a little bit better. They're not letting them score as many points, but I would not feel comfortable at all going into the half being down because I don't think our offense has the firing power to get us back into the lead. Our defense could hold it, but I think that's what's different. Is like in the past we would go into the half down 10. Super Bowl did that. How many times did we do that in the past? That's come from behind. I just don't. This isn't that team anymore. So that's what's a little
We,
different.
we literally used to be like, okay, we got you right where we want you when we were down by
Right.
10.
Don't get up
Oh, we're down
10.
by 10. Okay,
Yeah.
y'all did it now.
Yeah.
Like,
You're in trouble now.
But even then,
Yeah.
like we seen our offense close out the game still, but still like in the second half, like mainly in the fourth quarter, we had to score a touchdown in the fourth quarter. We still haven't done that this year. We gotta turn that around. Coming out that bye, man. We
Well,
have
and
to.
just our red zone play in general is just not good. I mean,
It's
what
awful.
both those Broncos games we were like 1-5, I think in the last one, like in the red zone in the first Broncos game or something, and then the second Broncos game we didn't even score a single touchdown. And then you get to the Dolphins game and we come out that first drive, guys. It was so pretty, and then it's just like never mind. I don't know.
no, that first drive was amazing. It was just everybody that we've been complaining about was involved. Um, and like I said, Travis was not used at all. And it was Scott Moore had a great catch. Noah Gray had a catch. Tony had a catch. Rice had the touchdown. Justin Watson had the touchdown that was called back. It was just beautiful. And then later on, Pat is like, get the defense ready. And then he promptly goes on a 13 play, 95-yard drive with Jared McKinnon getting involved in the offense. And it's like, where is that? I just want to see that more often. It doesn't even have to be all game, but I just want to see it more. You know, those are the guys we're used to. I think after the bye, though, I think if it's still like this after the bye, I think that's when I'll start being like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to the mid-season awards real quick. All right, so it's offense MVP. Like, can you even really give out the MVP? Here's my thing. Can you really even give
I
out
got
an
one.
MVP?
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Oh,
It's gotta be Travis Kelsey because when he's on, like
Okay.
whenever Pat, yeah, I mean it's obvious we need him in our offense because he's the number one target for Pat. I don't want to say security blanket, but he's obviously someone that he trusts. And whenever he wasn't out there and he didn't do well, or when he wasn't in there for the Lions game, he looks completely lost. And Pat doesn't trust anyone else, so he has to be the most valuable offensive weapon outside of Pat, in my
So
opinion.
consensus on that one then.
uh, actually, I'm gonna go.
Valuable.
I'm gonna go Trent McDuffie.
That's
Man, we talking about
defense.
offensive
What are we doing?
MVP, bro.
Oh, y'all saying offensive? Okay, my bad.
Yes, bro.
Offensive. Man, yeah. Travis Kelsey. I'm sorry. I thought we were. I was gonna say
There's
overall, Trent McDuffie has been very, very valuable.
Yeah. I mean, is there an argument to be made that it could be Isaiah Pacheco because we don't use him enough? And that can add
Man.
value to him. But I mean, I'm still going with Travis Kelce. I'm just looking for.
Hey, look, if he gets 8 carries, we're gonna lose. It's like proof in the
I
pudding.
mean, Andy, read the paper. Look at the stats.
You can.
15 or more carries, we undefeated. But whatever, man. But can I be a troll and say Harrison Butker?
Yes.
Special
Harrison Butker's been
teams.
perfect.
Like
I mean, I'm with you on it. Yeah.
yeah, he's literally been one of the guys that's been carrying the team besides Travis Kelce as far as putting
He-
points on
Is
the
he
board.
quietly floating under the radar too? He hasn't missed the. I don't want to keep saying it because I don't want to jinx him, but no, Butker's having a hell of a year. Like
He's still
quiet,
ready.
he didn't hit like record-breaking field goals. He's hit some 60s and some 50s, and I, I, he hasn't hit a game winner though, has he?
Yeah, we haven't had to.
Oh yeah, well, that worked too.
Yeah, he been scoring like a lot of the points too. So and like he's been the back to the Bucker that we always know. Like last year, he had to deal with the ankle injury. He had to get himself back right from that, and he's 100% healthy again. So he's back to being one of the best kickers in the league. That like we've been known for a while. So Creed Humphrey, it's not a bad look.
Rice is definitely rookie of the year. There's like no.
Yeah, definitely. But
Okay,
Yeah.
what about this? Let me throw a monkey wrench in there. Who's most improved player of the year so far?
most improved. Oh man.
Hey, I would say Brian Cook made a strong argument last week.
Oh, you talking about just overall?
Yeah,
Oh,
overall.
yeah, yeah. He's definitely a strong candidate for sure.
John is hot.
Uh,
Look at John. He's hot.
what
You can.
about
That's a
George
good one.
Karlaftis
I
That's a
like
good
George.
one.
I like George
or
too.
Dana? Oh, Dana's a good one. I saw
Danny
Dana.
is a
I
good
was about
one.
to say him. I was really about to say him over
Leo's a
Mike
good
Dana.
one too.
Dana's
That's
a
my
good
pick right
one.
there. That's my pick right there, Mike Dana. Because Mike Dana, I think this is
Yeah.
his last year, and he trying to play for a bag. So
Yeah, Mike Danner might be playing himself off the team. To be honest. Willie Gay is a good one. Willie Gay's having a
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
He's Miami game. He was very valuable, and he almost missed that game. So it was good to have him out there. He hurt his tailbone. Can you imagine hurting your tailbone? It's like I sit down too much to hurt my tailbone.
You gotta sit on a donut.
Yeah,
It's like one of those two things.
you gotta balance it. It's like,
Yeah.
it hurts.
very painful.
Uh,
Yeah, George is having a hell of a season.
he has six
A hell
sacks,
of a
guys.
season.
And guess what? That's over half, and we're over halfway, and he's gonna get 10 sacks.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
bowl
you
prediction
definitely
looking
got to
really
cash in that
nice.
ball prediction.
That bowl prediction looking really nice. And you know what
It,
else is bowl prediction looking really nice right now? Boogies.
What was Boogie's? I forget.
You said Clyde would have more total yards than Justin Ross.
Shut up.
Oh,
He did say that
well,
though. Shout out to Boogie.
win.
D Mac had D Mac's not looking too good. Um I gotta check my stat. I mean, how many touchdowns is he throwing to different people?
You said as far as Patrick goes.
Yeah, I think he's at 10 at least.
Yeah, I have to personally pull that up. But while I am researching that, whatever, let's go ahead and go. Let's go ahead and get the defense MVP out of the way because you mentioned it. We know what Big 95 does. We know what he does for this team. Like we ain't gotta go into that too deep, but Trent McDuffie, man, like when you tied for the most forced fumbles in the league with defensive linemen, he's tied with Myles Garrett and Bradley Chubb for the league in forced fumbles as a corner. That's
As a
saying a
corner.
lot right there. That's all pro type stuff right there. He just got to get an interception or two, and I think he's
Does
in
he
that automatically.
does he have to get interceptions though if he keeps doing that?
The reason I say that is because the media, man, they don't be watching football like this. Some of the media that be voting on this stuff, they don't watch football like
That's
that.
good.
They just look at the
Yes.
stat sheet.
Well, he has 4 forced fumbles. So, I mean, he may not have any interceptions, but he's knocking the ball out. He's tackling. He's like second on the team in tackles. Yeah.
Hmm.
He definitely has a play of the year. The Tyreek
Yeah.
fumble was
Yeah.
the play of the year so far.
Oh
That's
yeah,
Yep.
gonna be if we happen to win the Super Bowl and repeat, that's gonna be the first. Well, so far, that's gonna be the first play that's on America's team. It's like remember that play, and it's like so. Yeah, I know John he's a Trent McDuffie supporter. He's not lying. There's no lie in this. He covers, tackles, play the run, best tackler on the damn
Mhm.
team. You're
hmm.
not lying, John.
And by the way, Mahomes has thrown to 9 different receivers for touchdowns so far this year.
Okay, so I need seven more people. So
No, what you said, 16?
yeah, I think 16 is the record. So
Oh,
has Noah Gray scored a touchdown?
Yeah, he scored
Okay.
against the Jets.
All right.
But yeah, Truman W's the defense MVP for me.
I
What
don't
about you?
know.
What about you, Kylie? Do you agree with that?
yeah, it's hard not to. He's balling. I'm glad he's on our team. Remember when we jumped and got him in front of the Bills?
Yeah, and they drafted Kyrie Elam. So
Yeah,
yeah,
too bad.
It's not working. I'm surprised he's not good at all.
that was a tie, Ross. That was a tie, Ross. Come on now, we
Um,
said that at the same time.
Noah Gray is a good candidate for most improved. Noah Gray's having a hell of a year too. I'll give him
Really?
that.
yeah.
Oh, Kylie's friend, Derek Nottie, most improved.
Okay. You
Kylie
think?
like
Okay. Are you sticking with this? Like even the last few weeks, duration of the whole season, most improved.
Okay, I'm
He
just
had
going
a
off those.
strong first half.
Good night, y'all. Good night. I'm going off those 3 weeks
Sure.
where he surprised you. I'm just.
All right, that's fine. No, it's fine. He's part of the defense. The defense is doing great. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I want him to do well. He's doing well. I'm in.
Um,
Great.
good
Yeah,
question.
right. Like one maybe. I just assume if you win a Chiefs jersey on the offense, you dropped a pass. They probably should.
Yeah, yeah. Kylie was.
I did. It's true. I did, guys. I was like, "Are we sure he's gonna make the team?" Good thing I'm not making cuts. See, that's why I'm not the general manager.
Right. No, no.
Look
I
at the
mean,
chat. Look at the chat. All on my
it's
ass.
not like you were wrong. It's not like you were just all out there by yourself, standing on an island. We agreed. We agreed with you.
Okay.
He's just playing out his mind right now, or he was. So,
Let's do biggest surprise.
oh, I
Ooh,
got one. I got one.
go ahead.
Mike Edwards.
Damn, you took mine. Golly.
Mike Edwards is he has a I hate to be the cliche guy, but he has a nose for the ball. Like
True ball hawk.
he's always around the ball. So Justin Reed is not a bad he's not a bad choice.
Hmm.
Another one of Kylie's friends.
Yeah, he's like his second year under the Spags defense has been very impressive. Like you can
Mhm.
tell he's a lot more comfortable out there. I feel like he's really like he was a leader last year, but because of his comfort level, because he understands the defense, it just feels like it's I don't know so much better. But also, I was gonna say Drew Tranquil for me biggest surprise because I mean like
Good
we know
choice.
he got let go like the Chargers didn't want him back. That's fine, we'll take him. And when Nick Bolton went down, he had completely stepped up. I was talking about this earlier, but the way that he was able to come in with that Dolphins game, they run a lot of motion, and he was able to communicate with that defense and get them and have them where they needed to be. And I just feel like he's leading the team in tackles right now. I just feel like Drew Tranquil, he's been a big surprise this
It's
season.
not a bad that's not a bad choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tony.
Cook's been playing good lately.
Let me
Tony's
Yeah,
drop off.
let me
for
Ooh.
ask
sure.
let me ask you about Tony, man. Is the coaching staff potentially saving him for the back end of the schedule? You feel like
Hold on. Okay, we can't say that about everybody. I mean, is that? Because I think, or like, well, they're saving McKinnon, they're saving all these plays, they're saving Tony, they're saving Scott. Like, we can't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just. Do we think like the? Do we think that's what's happening?
I mean, the
I want to
ammunition
know.
is there with
I
Tony.
think we say that, Kylie, because we're scared of the truth. You don't want to say
Save
what it
them.
really is. We just
Yeah.
saving it. We saving plays, and yeah, we
This is
don't want
all
to
a
say.
front.
Yeah, we don't want to say the truth.
The truth is
So
that
I mean, I want to believe it, and I do think that there's a certain like level of like chess play happening here, but I just wonder to what extent.
so
hmm
the truth
but
is that
but
he's a
but
the,
but
the, the
go
truth
ahead,
is that
Chuck.
he's
I'm
a wide
sorry.
the truth is that he's a wide receiver four. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, y'all gotta let that James Palmer report die. That has to die a peaceful death. He was not wide receiver one. Um, damn, I almost forgot what I was gonna say. That was so funny. That was so funny. But they haven't really outside of the Jacksonville Jaguars game where everybody was like hurt. I think Juju went down and MVS went down that game. That's the most we've ever used them. Think about this: we only used them for 8 snaps in the Super Bowl.
I think that was 11.
It was low.
It was a low number. It was though.
It was a low number. I mean, he made two of the biggest plays, but it was only in let's call it fair and say 10 snaps. So he's never been like used like 30 snaps. He's not Sky Moore at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just out there running routes. And then every time he gets hit, you do kind of okay. Is he okay? He's okay. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he's scary. He's like a 3rd and 1.
We treat that man like he's Anthony Davis, dog.
We, we treat that man like he's a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Chris. That's
I
exactly what it is.
They used McKinnon more last year. It feels like McKinnon had 9 touchdowns in the early part of the
He
year.
did.
But that was the late part of the year, though. That was mainly the second half of the year. So yeah.
Oh, Kylie, are you
Yes, I
feeling
am.
better?
Yes, I started feeling better on Saturday. Thank you for asking.
Oh, check out Kylie was on Arrowhead Addict today. She did a wonderful job.
Oh,
So
thanks.
check that out.
Yeah.
Why is Rice not getting more targets? He will. Y'all just got to be a little patient. He will.
I think they're figuring it out. I think they're figuring out like who they want as wide receiver, like their top 3 guys. Because if you'll notice, like Tony Hardman and Sky Moore all got like less than 25% of the snaps last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
which is a big decrease from what Moore's been getting. No offense, I know I was riding the Moore train for a really long time. Still in him. I still hope he. But
He didn't have a
anyway,
bad game. He didn't have a bad game versus Miami.
no, but he also got significantly less playing.
He did. So maybe he's more effective than. Justin Watson. How do you feel about Justin Watson right now? It's like he gets great catches and tough catches, and then it's like, why is he out there? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's out there to stretch the field, make big plays. I mean, that's clearly his role in his offense. Patrick trusts him. He trusts him, so he's going to be out there.
I don't think he's used to that brace or whatever he has on his arm yet, because he always tugging at it like every play.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably heavy too when you think about
it looks like a RoboCop arm.
Right. He's got like spilled out.
He looks like Hellboy. You remember that movie Hellboy?
Yeah.
But side note though, another candidate for big surprise is he's a contract year like Mike Dana. Did you know that Mike Dana is actually tied with Chris Jones in sacks on this team? 5.5.
Yeah.
I knew he had like 5 sacks.
Mm-hmm. And then speaking of guy with a high amount of sacks and limited snaps, like Leo Chanel, he got 3 sacks. in 9 games.
Leo's been balling.
Leo makes a big
Leo's
Yeah.
been
difference.
balling, especially with Nick Bolton going down, which is it seemed like Nick Bolton going down would have been much bigger in prior years, and it's shout out to Drew Tranquil and Willie Gay and Leo and even Jack Cochran for picking up the slack with Nick Bolton coming down. How long? How much more do we got on Nick Bolton? Two more games?
No.
Feels
Well,
like
he's
30.
in December, I thought.
When did he go out?
What was the Chargers game?
It was the Chargers game,
Yeah.
so he went on IR. He's missed the Denver game, the Miami game. Damn, we on. I would love to have him against Philly.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
Philly,
we
and
got
then
two
I don't
more
know.
games. We're gonna be all right though. So who do you love? Who do you love? Who? Okay, here's a better question. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Kylie.
what
That
I
was
was
a
about to
dumb
say, who do
question.
you
You're
love as
right.
far as what?
My
Okay,
husband,
who did you
my
who did you go into the season not liking, and now who's changed your mind over the? Is that a better question?
Yeah, it's a little
I guess
better.
it.
I
I
was,
guess it's
I'm,
got to be Eric Notty for me, right? Making me grovel back into his good graces after.
she said grovel.
I
Um,
don't know. It's got yeah, that's who I'm going with. I don't
I
know
think
that.
Jawan
Yeah,
Taylor. I think Jawan Taylor because I think it was like he's getting a lot of money. Okay, he's getting a lot of penalties. Oh, okay, they're picking like I've changed, and then he's been quiet. What the last 3 weeks? And Donovan Smith is now becoming the guy we looking at now. Like he's like, what are you doing, buddy? You know what I'm saying? So, did you hate no grade, John? What?
Hmm, that's
no.
interesting. But Ross
I
is
never
Ross said he
hated
has.
Watson.
I'm
Oh,
with
we
you.
I
never
never
hated
hated.
Watson.
Yeah,
Here's my
Okay,
thing
I
is this.
respect. I respect the honesty, Noni. I respect that.
yeah, that's a good one.
Here's the
That's
thing
a good.
though, like with Justin Watson, I didn't hate the guy, but I just felt like I felt like, a lot of people were saying like Smith Marset still could have found a way on this team, but I told people, I said, look, Justin Watson got a contract to come back here. Like his spot was already solidified. Like we're gonna cut him, that we're gonna be a trade suitor for him, nothing, So I mean, I guess I'll say him, but I didn't really hate him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I knew what his role was on this team. And I
What
knew why
What
he
about
left.
that? What about the opposite? Is that a Justin Ross unanimous vote right there? A guy we loved, and he just.
I
Oh,
mean,
you talking about the
I don't want to
reverse?
pile on the guy, but
Uh, yeah, man. I ain't
yeah,
gonna get into that,
yeah,
man.
we ain't read it. Never mind. How you doing, Kyle? So, what are you looking forward to, Kylie? I know you got Thomas. What are you looking forward to over the next 8 games of the regular season? What do you need to
an
see?
offense,
Like, let's.
an offense that can score more than 20 points
Mm,
or
damn.
more than 22 points. I guess we
Mm,
scored 21 last week.
she's hard. She's hard hitting, right?
I mean, I think our defense has shown me. I mean, I want them to continue to get better and gel together. And I know with the Spags defense, we typically see them improve in the second half anyway. But right now, all my insecurities lie within the offense. So for me, the second half, I need us to see our offense gel, and I need there to be consistencies with the wide receivers and trust in the wide receivers and running the ball and decision making with play calling. Like it's a whole thing on that side of the ball. In order for us to feel like we can win the Super Bowl again.
All right, for me, John already said
Boom.
it. Oh,
Good
okay.
job, Ross.
But John already said it though. Run the goddamn football.
He didn't say
Um,
that.
okay, I don't know if it sounded like that or not, but if it did, I apologize. But yeah, run the football. Yeah. Another thing, short yardage situations. We got to be a lot better in that area. Please, please be competent in that area. During the second half of the season, you got your strong interior offensive line, the best in the league, arguably, and you're not using them. Let those guys do their job. D Mac mentioned it a few episodes ago. Let those guys run people over. Let those guys put somebody on their ass. And then another thing, I don't care if MVS is making $11 million this year, man. Look, I know it's professional sports and all that, but dude, he gotta get snaps reduced. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Chuck,
Sorry.
Chuck and Kylie, will this happen before the end of the season?
No.
No. Well, I'll say I don't think Andy will call it. I think it'll be something Pat's like, screw it. I'm just doing it anyway. But I don't think so.
He did do it though. What did he? What did he
Sneak?
do? Fumble the ball? Didn't he sneak a ball on?
Oh, I don't
Yeah, he
know.
fumbled it, then he sneaked it. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. That's the only way we get a sneak. That's the only
That's
way we get a
all.
That's
sneak.
right.
And the way he's been running this year, it's um,
Like Chief Bearcat said, it's maddening. Like you are willing to let Patrick run RPOs, you let him scramble, run, do all this other stuff, but quarterback sneak,
yeah, the
nah,
fumble sneak.
can't do it. Cannot do it. No, quarterback sneak is not an option. I don't
The
do it.
fumbles.
It's an
I mean,
Andy special,
I think you
Patrick.
guys nailed it. Let's. I want to see that rotation tighten up
Yep, that
to
too.
where it needs to be. If you're gonna roll with Watson, MVS, Rice, if that's, let's run with that and let's stick to it. Let's not change it up every week.
Mhm.
Defensively, keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully stay. Nick Bolton is going to be a huge impact when he comes back. So, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. On defensive, special teams. Dave told, it's okay, bro. It's okay. You can't let the ball go into the end zone. It's okay. Like, I don't even want to PSA this. Just let it fly. A lot of people blaming McCole for catching those balls. I think he's been told to catch those balls.
Yeah, but I've been seeing those reports. Like Dato has told him to be a little more aggressive, which is unnecessary. Like fill the ball outside the 5 yard line. No, that's unnecessary as hell. That's just being stupid. That's being way too risky for no damn reason.
Hey, I'm not mad at you, John. I'm not mad at you.
Yep, that too, John. Yes.
That too.
A civic. So, I mean, I think all in all, if we want to do grades, B minus all together.
Okay.
This very well could be a A. Easily could be a A.
No, the
Off.
defense got that.
Yeah. The defense has an A plus. Wait a minute. The offense is bringing down the grade. The defense
Yeah.
has an A.
Yeah, special teams a little bit too, but yeah,
The offense has a C. They're bringing down the grade.
a C
Definitely.
minus. I say C minus, but yeah.
Oh, shit. I do feel like in the same sense, defense is bringing up the average. I'm gonna go B minus.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
C minus
Yeah. C
seems a
minus
little
is a
harsh.
little. Yeah, that's a little.
I don't think it's
The
harsh.
chart.
I
They're
don't
above
think
average.
Yeah. I mean, they
they
passed him. you know.
C or B minus is about right. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think all in all, it's been a hell of a season. Can you believe we are 9 weeks? We're 9 weeks through the season, which is good, but it sucks, man, because that means we only got 8. You know what I'm saying? Is football going faster these days?
Life is going faster.
That's
Country.
all I'm
Life
about to
is going.
say. Life in general is going faster these days,
God
bro.
damn, Kylie, you nailed it right there. You nailed it. Because it was just Monday 3 hours ago, and now it's like,
Crazy. Yeah. But the days drag by when I'm at work. It's like the weirdest.
hey, Kyle, it's not, it's the standards, bro. It's not them. it's just what we're used to. Like you can't completely like throw that out the window. It's like what we're used to. I'm not. It sounds spoiled, but it's not like it's like completely off the rails. It's small minor changes that need to happen, and we'll all be happy. And we are 7-2. You cannot forget that. So
Yep,
we need
simple as
better
that.
primetime games. What that mean, don't
I guess perform
The
better in
game
prime
tonight
time.
sucks.
he?
Or is you talking about this prime time game right now? I guess you're talking about this prime time game.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
would
she might be.
assume.
yeah, yeah.
I'm out, y'all.
All right,
Peace,
Kylie.
Kylie.
We about to wrap
Bye,
it up
guys.
anyway.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So yeah. Um.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I
Kind of.
agree.
I don't know, man. It's not unpopular to me. I mean, it is unpopular throughout Chiefs Kingdom. I mean, everybody gonna come to go to bat for Patrick, but I'm with you, Ross. Patrick does have to play better. He absolutely has to play better.
Hmm. And he will. It's when that we've seen Patrick Mahomes be in a slump. What was that year when they first started playing two up on him?
Yeah, you talking about the year we had that stretch when we went
What
scoring
year
much.
was that, Kyle? That was when we were doing spaces.
We was playing the NFC East. We had that run where we went scoring much against the Giants, the Packers, and the Cowboys. We had that stretch where we weren't even scoring 20 points,
Right.
still winning the game.
I,
Yeah,
I I have complete faith that they're gonna come out and that you're gonna see something different against the Eagles. I have
that's why I
complete faith
expect.
in that.
That's why I expect. I expect them to come out with some fire. I mean, Andy Reid track history off the bye week is immaculate for the
And
most
his
part.
his bye week, his NFC opponent, his
Former team.
Philly,
Yeah,
it's all of that. And he knows, you know what I'm saying? And Baltimore is breathing down our neck, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep pace. Like even though we're 7-2, we have to keep pace. Cincinnati seems to get their swagger back. So we'll see how that works.
favorite
What
food.
is y'all favorite food?
Uh,
Barbecue.
I mean,
Duh.
pizza and Kansas City barbecue.
Bruh. Some ribs, dog. I like Italian though. I'm a pasta guy.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, I definitely, in the forbidden fruit. I'm sorry, man. Our moms was watching this and it's embarrassing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Pat's gonna be all right, man. I have no other reason to doubt it. Like we've seen it consistently every year. You know what I'm saying? So what, man? It's
Kyle, he's
all
ahead
adults
of time,
here.
bro. He's ahead of time, man.
Oh man.
But I am looking forward to that Eagles game though. That's gonna be a hell of a matchup on Monday night.
Is the Eagles game gonna be the game where they put it all together?
It should be, bro. All across the board, it should be. We don't see it do it on Monday night before at the crib.
Yeah, I think okay, it's a perfect storm. Like we said, Monday night, everybody's gonna be watching. Baltimore's breathing down your neck. It's Philly, Super Bowl rematch. Um, NFC, Andy, old team. It's just too much. It has to be. It has to be. And don't tell us how to run our show, Chris. You don't tell us how to run our show, buddy. You're probably right though, but I think it's just the perfect storm, bro. If it's gonna come together, what better way than it to come together than against Philly on a Monday night?
Yeah, simple as that, man.
Yeah,
But we're gonna get to that another week. So
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, let's go ahead and get to our people at Homage, man. Let's get to them real quick. Get up out of here. Oh,
Oh,
all right, so today, for Homage, so free shipping of orders of $75 or more. So you order stuff $75 or more from the website, you get free shipping. You got the Tecmo Bowl shirts that just released not so long ago, and ours is pretty sweet. And we might have a giveaway from one of those shirts. So
yeah,
stay tuned for that.
yes.
All right, go to collection. You got your NFL kids, stuff for the kids, and you got your throwback NFL pullover still from the starter. And as far as anything else from the website, I don't know if anything else is gonna pull up here because right now my computer's slow as hell.
Mhm.
Yeah, Angry Runs collection. We thought that Isaiah Pacheco was gonna get the selection this week, but they went to
Man,
Gus Edwards. And I looked at Gus Edwards' run. Don't get me wrong, Gus Edwards' run was nice, but Pacheco's just a little more angry to me. I could be biased, but I just felt like it was a little more angry. But anywho, go and copy some gear, pay homage.
pay homage. Look out for that Tecmo Bowl giveaway, though. I think we're gonna roll with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that being said, anything else you want to get into before we get up out of here, brother?
Kingdom Cast, like, share, and subscribe. Tell the Truth podcast,
Tell the
hottest
truth.
podcast in the streets, man. Y'all check that out.
No
And
lies.
as long as if D Mac gonna show up to the podcast with turtlenecks, y'all gotta support that, bro. What can you do? That man had an all black turtleneck on, bro. Long sleeve. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
Bro,
He's the villain.
the comments had me dying on that show yesterday. The comments had me dying, dog.
I can't wait for the D Mac heel turn, bro. I cannot wait. It's coming. Y'all think D Mac this sweet dude. He about to turn into Thanos on y'all.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, D Mac on camera, yeah, he look like a cool cat, nice guy, all that other stuff. But we don't see the other side of D Mac, bro. We don't see the other side, man. And yeah,
I'm telling that. D Brady, he gonna kill me when he see that. Nah, but hey man, hell of a season, hell of a ride. Um, I think we got some more. If we can go 7-2, how many games we got left? 8.
yep,
All right. I'm going 6-2 for the rest of the season.
that's fine with me. I
That
think we
should
had
be enough to lock up that number 1 seed.
because we pretty much had a 12, 13 win season anyway. I said
No
enough.
doubt.
So,
No doubt. So all right, man. See y'all later. See y'all after the I don't know. We'll see y'all soon.
yeah. Just know that we'll be here next week for the Eagles week. So,
For sure. Oh, I think we got a good guess. The return of Nate the Great. That should be fun.
mm, looking forward to that one.
Look
All right.
forward
So,
to that.
yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on social media platforms. Till the next episode, we out.
Peace.